Yeah, Dan, this new recommendation from staff at the city of Seaside says that basically there's not going to be any horse racing facilities on this more than 700-acre development out here on the former Fort Ord. There will be hotels, apartments, and even a horse park, but no horse racetrack. 1,000 homes, 2 hotels, and a horse park that includes a training facility and indoor sports complex are the major elements in the proposed plan headed to the Planning Commission. The city manager tells me the staff recommendations are rooted in the belief that horse racing would not be a wise economic endeavor, so planners are recommending the city not zone the land for that use.
In context of the clear and substantial decline in the horse racing industry in California, there's no clear path to move forward with those land uses. So setting aside that amount of land for something that there's no clear path toward is rather challenging planning.
Opponents of this project say they see this change in the plan as a last-ditch effort to win over the public by taking out horse racing, the part of the project that many people have had a problem with.
The city and the developer know that the horse racing component of the project is one of the most objectionable things for the public. So what we're seeing in the 11th hour is a quasi-removal of what they're calling, I believe, the horse racing uses.
People against the project, like the group Keep Fort Ord Wild, don't want to see the more than 700 acres developed. They worry about the water supply and traffic problems and fear that the development means the destruction of a trail and hiking area and 30,000 live oak trees.
20 miles of trails and 5 of the main roads that take you to the Fort Ord National Monument would be destroyed, totally destroyed, if Monterey Downs goes in.
The developer says there will be 72 acres of open space for people to hike and walk through in the Monterey Downs area. But another area of concern for some residents is that the racetrack and other facilities associated with horse racing will still be in the environmental impact review. That has some worried that they could eventually put horse racing back into the plan. When we asked the Seaside City Manager about that, he said there is a possibility that could happen.
It's very difficult to say something can't happen, and I wouldn't want to say something can't happen when we're discussing future events.
And another thing we want to note is the racetrack and other facilities associating with horse racing is in the fiscal impact report as well, in addition to the EIR. And at this point, there's no plans to redo either one of those reports. Dan?
All right, thank you very much, Bryn. Moving forward, tomorrow night, the Planning Commission could approve the changed recommendation by the Seaside City staff. After that, the Seaside City Council would vote on whether or not to approve the environmental impact report.